be a factor.
All right. Well, our kickoff is coming up in just a couple of moments, and there is Coach Bill Lynch in his second year with the Cardinals. He did a terrific job last year, and this season he's really put together a fine winning streak after starting the year 0-3. Hard to believe for the fans in Muncie to believe that Ball State is right on track to possibly win the MAC after losing their first 3 games.
Well, they did have a little bit of a slow start, but boy, they have turned it around. They have won 5 in a row, 4 of those MAC contests, and I think a large part it's due to the senior leadership on this football team.
Yeah.
They have some great seniors, particularly the quarterback Brent Baldwin, a 5th-year guy, tough guy, and they really rely on him to be the nucleus of that team.
And Rick Rasnick, you see him there, he's ready for the cold weather. He knows what it's all about. I mean, he's a California guy, but he understands what the cold Michigan weather is all about. He's really had some problems here this year, and I think it all started when they lost their fine quarterback Charlie Batch from the Pittsburgh area. But they've really come together offensively the last couple of weeks, and they're confident about this game with Ball State today.
That they are. They have a lot of young kids on the football team, and when the quarterback Batch went out, they gave it to a true freshman, Walt Church, and he's just grown leaps and bounds as the season has progressed. And the other kids, they start to understand what he wants to accomplish, particularly with his offense. And they're putting together a pretty good surge here at the end of the season. Last week they beat Kent 51-10.
Josh White will kick off. He handles the kickoff chores. We'll see Justin Ventura when it comes time for field goal attempts for Eastern Michigan. Back to receive the kick for Ball State is Justin Bevins, and he really has the ability to take it the distance, averaging just over 19 yards per kickoff return. Big game for Ball State. Eastern Michigan wants to play the spoiler along with Ray Bentley, Dave Weekley in Ypsilanti, Michigan today, and we are underway from Rynearson Stadium. Bivens will take the ball at the 8-yard line, across the 20 and up to the 22-yard line, and that's where the Ball State Cardinal offensive attack will take the field. Brent Baldwin will lead the unit. He's a 5th-year senior, and you talked about the senior leaders on this team, Ray. They've got 16 seniors, and this is really a team with no stars. I mean, Maynard is really the only star on this ball club. There you see Baldwin. Michael Blair gets the tailback call. We'll see a group of running backs, 3, and then up front, Roush at the right guard is really having a solid year. First and 10 for Ball State at the 22-yard line. Out of the eye, and right away it's Blair. And the 5th-year senior takes it across the 25 up to the 26-yard line. That's a solid gain of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Jermaine Brooks on the stop. The linebackers for Eastern Michigan have played outstanding this year. In particular, Mark Lankos, their senior inside linebacker, who, boy, this guy just finds a way to get to the football just about every play.
Kwiatkowski up front is tough. Avery Brown had 3 sacks last week, and Corey Baskin, the boundary corner, is the best player in the secondary. It's 2nd down and 6. We're just underway from Ypsilanti. 1 back set. And it's yet another running play, and this time not much happening. Eastern Michigan coming up. Jermaine Brooks makes the stop on Leandre Moore.
Yeah, Brooks is a solid linebacker, 77 tackles. That's 4th on the team this year. Little pull action. They're trying to get Roush, but I'll tell you what stops this play is Kwiatkowski's penetration, which really ate up a couple of blockers. It leaves Brooks open. He comes up, makes a big stop for very little gain.
They'll run out of the shotgun with 4 wide receivers this time. Ball State 3rd in the MAC in 3rd down conversions at just over 39%. The snap is good to Baldwin, has plenty of time, shoots it out. The pass is complete, and it's going to be very, very close to a 1st down. The reception is made by Marcellus Davis, another 5th-year senior. This is a veteran offensive group.
Yeah, they do receiver position by committee, does Ball State. They've got 7 different guys they like to throw to. He came up just a little bit short, so the defense for the Eagles holds in this first series.
And so the aforementioned Mr. Maynard, Brad Maynard, the leading punter in the nation, is back to kick, and there you can see his outstanding numbers. Dual safeties for Eastern Michigan. And and this is Douglas. And Douglas across the 30, the 35, and tripped up as he reaches the 40-yard line. Ground caused the fumble, so Eastern Michigan has outstanding field position for their first offensive series of the game. They'll start 1st and 10 with the nose of the football just shy of the 40-yard line. And Douglas all fired up. Here's another look.
Yeah, this one, Maynard doesn't get a lot of air under it, so Douglas has a chance to get it going, get a nice block early on, and now he's going to stick it up the middle and get a nice return. Now, you think with Maynard punting the ball 47 yards that he wouldn't have a good net, but actually his net's, well, I believe, second in the nation.
Yes.
So they do a great job of covering punts as well, large in part because of his hang time.
Walt Church under center, the freshman from Ypsilanti. Play action on 1st down, slips it out, and the pass is complete up to the 49-yard line. That is Ontario Pryor, a senior, making the reception, and that was a nice, safe pass to begin the day, Ray. An easy pass to complete, and Pryor takes it nearly 10 yards.
Yeah, it's just a little bootleg pass. He gets it out there quick, and Eastern getting something going early on.
Here's a look at the offensive lineup for Eastern Michigan. Wilcox and Shelton. They have some terrific bloodlines. We'll explain that later. Rick Rasnick watches. Here's a good play to go long on 2nd and less than a yard. The handoff goes right up the middle to Mike Scott, and Scott takes it down into Ball State territory, cracking down to the Cardinal 39-yard line. That's a gain of 12 and the first down of the day for the Eagles of Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, Scott does a good job of sticking it straight up on this little trap play. He's going to little delay action, little fake outside. Good move initially to get past that line of scrimmage. Runs over a safety. And I tell you, Mike Scott has turned into one heck of a running back. He started the year behind Savon Edwards, but he's taken over that top spot and getting most of the carries now.
Had 148 yards and a touchdown last week in their 51-10 thrashing at Kenton. This is Scott again, and this time he's got room to run once again. Takes it down to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Now, Scott may not be the fastest running back to ever come down the pike, but you can see he's got some real sleek moves and is really adept at the cutback. Maddox and Hummel in the middle have really had nice seasons for Ball State. And Sims in the middle will make the majority of the tackles, and the free safety Gilliard is being looked at by the NFL.
He's a good one. Lots of talent. Those linebackers for Ball State, we're going to be calling those names all day long. 2nd
down and 5 from the 35-yard line. Ball State 2nd in the MAC in total offense. They can move the football, and the pass is complete to Pryor, and he's ridden down as he reaches the 29-yard line. He's going to be very, very close to a 1st down. Keon Laws makes the stop for the Cardinals of Ball State.
Antonio Pryor is a possession receiver. He's not a real fast guy for Coach Rasnick. Runs about a 4.6, 4.65 in the 40, but he just runs excellent patterns all the time, and Walt Church is able to get the ball to him. Church has just improved dramatically over the course of the year. His percentage as far as completions is right around 47%, and even that has been on the rise from the beginning of the year when he was really having some problems fitting into this offense.
This is going to be close enough to measure. Just another comment about Walt Church. His touchdown to interception ratio is not the best. He's been picked off 12 times as opposed to 8 touchdown passes, but his numbers in the last 3 weeks have really turned around. He's becoming a lot more comfortable. Ray, you got a chance to see him when the Eagles of Eastern Michigan took on Miami. In that game, he had happy feet in the pocket. He was trying to throw the football through defenders. He's really improved since then.
Oh, he improved during the course of that football game. He settled down back in there, and he found some receivers and ended up, I thought, had a pretty decent afternoon. But, boy, since then, he has really turned it up a notch. And I think, in large part, the whole group is getting the feel of each other and understanding where everyone's going to be, and they're able to execute much better.
Scott's the lone setback, and he gets the football, and he gets a good initial surge across the 25-yard line down to the 24. So on 1st down, Eastern Michigan is blowing some holes up front against Ball State.
Well, that big offensive line has really come together as well. Shelton at left tackle, the guards Erickson and Williams, Matt Gregory, big senior, and then Brian Wilcox at the right tackle. And they like to pull Williams around. He's the lead blocker many times on their trap-type plays, and that guy, Mensa Williams, he's a load when he comes around the corner, does an excellent job.
Scott's really coming on. He's got more than 700 yards total for the season from that fullback spot, and here he comes again, this time off the right side, takes it down to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about a yard. So Eastern Michigan, and on this opening drive, right, showing the ability to move the football, and the short possession passes really opened up the middle for Scott.
Well, in talking to Coach Bill Lynch for the Cardinals, he said, what we have to do is stop the run. They know that Scott's been on fire. He had over 200 yards when they played Miami a few weeks back, and the offensive line has really come together. And now we got a 3rd and short, and we put it to a test right now.
Check that full house backfield. That's the first look like that today. Scott is able to sliver off the right side, and he's easily got the first down. And unofficially now for Mike Scott, we've got him with 5 carries for 30 yards. So he's been busy in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Take a look at the trenches on this one. This is where you win on this short yardage. You see 2 backs coming up there. There's really no one to hit because the offensive line does just such a nice job. There's your trenches, and it's a good penetration initially, but actually good blocking by Eastern, creating a little bit of a seam, and Scott's able to slither through there for first down yardage.
And the red zone has been a problem for Eastern Michigan so far this season. We'll see what happens. Church with the fake to Scott. He's got all kinds of problems, and he is thrown down for the sack. Coming through, firing through. Hiram Maddox makes the stop.
Actually, you know, that was good coverage. That's what creates that problem, because they ran the bootleg, which they ran on the first play of the game, but they run it the other direction this time, and Ball State's secondary is able to cover it up, and now Ball Church is scrambling in trouble, and there comes Maddox, throws him down for a sack.
So Maddox gets the sack. It's a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Eastern Michigan coming into the game averaging 345 offensive yards per game. 2nd only to Central in the MAC, but Eastern only putting up just over 18 points a game. So they've been lacking in the production. The pass is in and out of the hands of the tight end. It'll be 3rd down and long. Pass incomplete, intended for Kevin Allard.
Actually, it was Pat Laughlin that missed that one, and boy, he's upset with himself, but I think you got to give an assist to the official on that one. Let's see if he doesn't tip that ball as you look at the receiver cutting over the middle. 2 guys deep, bring one underneath. Oh, the official screened it off just enough, and it got in there before Laughlin's hands were ready, and that's why it just bounced off him a little bit. Now you're looking at 3rd and long for the Eagles, trying to convert.
And you can see in the red zone what Eastern Michigan has been able to accomplish. Church, short drop, little flanker screen to Mossy, has all kinds of company, and he is thrown back. And we're looking at a field goal attempt now for Eastern Michigan. So Ball State, their defense bent, but they did not break.
Yeah, big play right there. Grant Gray came up along with Jeff Phelps. Mr. Phelps, I tell you, no mission is impossible for this Phelps, because he's just done a great job throughout the year. In fact, playing Miami, he was no, it wasn't Miami, it was make the game-saving touchdown, and then last week against Central Michigan, Central's driving, going to tie the game up, and he makes a sack, knocks the ball loose, creates a fumble, and that's how they've been able to win ball games.
Ventura with the field goal. So Justin Ventura now 8 of 15 on the season, knocks it through, and Eastern Michigan draws first blood. 9:09 to go. We're just underway from Ypsilanti. Eastern Michigan converts their first drive into points. It's 3-0.
Today's game is also being broadcast on the Mid-American Conference Radio Network. Radio Network affiliates include WCWA AM in Toledo, WLBC AM in Muncie, Indiana, WIFN AM in Marine City, Michigan, WSTV AM in Steubenville, Ohio, and WELW AM in Willoughby, Ohio. You can also call Team Line from anywhere in the world at 1-800-846-4700 to access the game by phone.
Because your business can send you practically anywhere at a moment's notice. We offer nearly 5,000 flights a day. AT&T, MCI, and Sprint are creating confusion in the minds of the public. The customer doesn't know what plan is the right plan. LCI is a very different long-distance phone company. We offer you a very simple, fair, and inexpensive service with technology that's second to none across the state, across the nation, or around the world. We're growing faster than any other company in the business, and they must be coming to us because they believe in us.
Young Walt Church directs the Eastern Michigan offense down the field for a field goal on the Eagles' first possession of the game. And now Ball State will have a chance to answer.
Pretty impressive second drive.
Look good.
Eagles makes the run and pass a little bit. Nothing too fancy, but they were able to move the ball pretty well on the ground.
Justin Bivens wanted to take the football. And the return is actually taken by Mike Pickett. Pickett, the fullback, stepped in and got the football.
You say, well, you know.
Is he supposed to do that, Ray?
Well, you know, Pickett's that kind of guy, though. He'll go after it. He'll get the football. He was a walk-on who's done a great job at fullback for Bill Lynch's squad. And boy, ball gets near him, he'll take it and go with it. There's your scoring drive, 11 plays, 39 yards. Ventura with a 37-yard field goal.
That was important for Eastern Michigan to get their confidence up, get some early points on the board. A scoring drive provided by Central Reserve Light. 1st and 10 for Ball State. And Baldwin will operate from the shotgun on 1st down. The protection is good. The pass down the field, in and out of the hands of Michael Blair. Blair had one-on-one coverage with a linebacker, but just couldn't hold the football.
Ball State loves to come out in the first play of a series and operate from the shotgun. They catch the defense off guard, and they're able to do it with the normal personnel, so you don't get a tip that way because they'll put Michael Blair out there in a slot. And he's a dangerous one-on-one receiver. Had several big plays against Central Michigan last week from that spot, and they love to go to him.
2nd down and 10, and the pitch back. Not much running room this time as they pitch the football back to the tailback. And for Eastern Michigan, the tackle in there is made by Avery Brown. Justin Bivens gets the carry. We'll see a trio of tailbacks today for Ball State. Blair, Leandre Moore, and Bivens. And it's obvious that they're trying to get Bivens the football as much as possible. He's got good speed.
Yeah, more and more throughout the year, he's carried the football 71 toes for 289 yards, a couple of touchdowns for Bivens on the year. But he is more and more getting the football, and they like the way he runs with it. A lot of speed.
The longer Ball State allows Eastern Michigan to hang around in this ballgame, the Eagles' confidence level is just going to go up. And finally, the pocket collapses. And Brown, who had 3 sacks last week, is able to rush in and collect the quarterback Baldwin. That's the 2nd sack of the day, and now Ball State is going to have to bring Maynard onto the field for a 2nd punt of the 1st quarter.
You're looking at Jelly Roll right there, number 74. That's Lionel Dalton, and that's his nickname. He gets the initial pressure to chase Baldwin around the pocket, and then Avery Brown, relentless in his pursuit, is able to make that. That's his 21st tackle for a loss on the season. That's tops in the Mid-American Conference.
Eastern Michigan had 5 big sacks, and what a kick by Maynard. I don't know why I should be surprised by that. What a terrific boot. Ball is loose, and what a weapon Brad Maynard is. Just a terrific punt, and Pryor knew he was in trouble when he saw the ball flip over. That's a 54-yard punt and no return. 7:36 to go in the 1st period. Eastern Michigan's got the ball back, and the Eagles hold a 3-0 lead.
That was then. This is now. The MAC Now. The MAC Now is a weekly show that highlights the teams, players, and coaches in the Mid-American Conference, both on and off the field. From Eastern to Western, Miami to Kent, the MAC Now provides your weekly fix of Mid-American Conference action. The MAC Now is available on most of these stations, so come on, get with the program. Check out the MAC Now.
Hit the road and head for Frickers. You'll find us everywhere you go. Sylvania, Maumee, Harrisburg, Bowling Green, and Findlay. And 7 other locations in Dayton, Cincinnati, Sandusky, and Cleveland. Stop in for lunch, dinner, or a late-night snack. Try our world-famous wings. Enjoy satellite TV while you eat. Check out our new location in Maumee and watch for Frickers in Lima and Middletown, who open soon. Come in for food, fun, sports, and spirits at Frickers.
If a car and truck rental company could see things from your point of view, it would offer one of the most diverse selections of vehicles on the planet and service that rises far above your expectations. Well, one company is seeing things your way. Budget, with a renewed commitment to satisfy you with special offers like this. Rent a Ford Aspire for a 3-day weekend for only $69. Call your travel agent or Budget at 800-527-0700. Budget, all the difference in the world.
Eastern Michigan leads Ball State 3-0, 7.5 minutes to go in the 1st period. Time now for our Frickers trivia question. Remember, watch Mac Football at any Frickers location and enter to win free Las Vegas Bowl 5 tickets and accommodations, compliments of Frickers Restaurants and the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas. Ray, your lights out on these questions, but let the viewer mull this one over for a while. Last season, this player was the first Ball State two-time All-American since 1986, and he looks for his third honor this season. We'll reveal the answer in the second half.
Yeah, in case those of you who can't read. All right, we let it out early, but just forget that and we'll reveal it in a second.
Hey, the point is go to Frickers and
That's
eat.
right.
Okay, just go to the restaurant and eat. Hey, the food's terrific.
Hey, being from Buffalo, I know my chicken wings, and I'm telling you, those are good ones at Frickers.
Hey, you know, I was kind of afraid that we might see a lot of snow flurries today, Ray. We had some in the Ypsilanti area earlier this afternoon, but right now the weather is terrific.
The sun popped out, but there's clouds all around us. I don't expect it to last too long.
First down and 5 yards to go. Here is Scott trying the right side again, and this time the Ball State defense is all over that. Graylick makes the stop. Eastern Michigan would like to get out of this hole if they can. The Eagles showed the ability to move the football on their first possession. This is their second possession of the game.
Yeah, that's a play they like to run where they'll try and make you think they're going inside, and then they'll break it back outside. That time, Graylick stayed tough on the outside. Had 25 tackles last week against Central. We'll be talking about Graylick quite a bit today.
Church on the play action. And he is able to get the football away. A flag comes down. And Damon Hummel was right up in the face of the freshman. Now, we'll see if this is intentional grounding.
I think it's got to be intentional grounding.
Yes.
And, in fact, Mr. Vaughn tells you that it is. That's one where you get a young quarterback, and well, you just got to hang on to that one when you're knocked down like that. What you end up doing when you try to get rid of it is make a bad situation worse. And now Eastern is really backed up.
Here's the call.
Grounding on the offense, third down. Lost him down, third down.
Boy, that really hurts, doesn't it, Ray? I mean, you lose yardage, but also that penalty is loss of down. So now it's third down, third and long, and Eastern Michigan needs their own 19-yard line to keep this drive alive, or they're going to be giving the football back to the Cardinals in terrific field position.
What hurts is it was 1st and 5, and now it's a long situation for them, and they get nowhere on that one. I believe it was Corey Gilliard coming up and making a big hit on Scott, and now it's punting situation time for Eastern, and Ball State's going to get some good field position for the first time today.
George Guzman is in to punt the football for the Eagles, and admittedly, this has not been one of the strong suits of Eastern Michigan this season, so this is a potentially dangerous situation. Guzman is pushed back to the corner of the end zone. Keon Law is one of the more exciting return men in the Mid-American Conference. And Guzman feels the heat, just gets the kick away. Laws will make a fair catch at the 37-yard line. So that is only a 32-yard punt, no return. But look at the terrific field position the Ball State Cardinals will have. They really have the short field on this. I guess this will be their third possession of the game.
Well, that was a 32-yarder, and then Maynard hit his bomb. I believe that was a 57-yarder, and there's your difference in field position. And this has worked all year long for Ball State. They play good, solid defense, and they punt themselves into great field position. Now they work on a 37-yard field, and that is much simpler than going 80 yards to try and get to pay dirt.
So out of the shotgun on first down, Ball State. The Cardinals in terrific field position. They fake it to Moore. And Baldwin is going to run, and he has got some room, and he is close to the first down marker, across the 30 and up to the 29-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And Jermaine Brooks came up from his linebacking spot to make the stop. And that's a solid play by a fifth-year senior quarterback. Here's another look.
Well, Baldwin's just does an excellent job at scrambling. He doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. Nothing's open. He's looking. He's giving it a good look. Good coverage by the Eagles secondary. Baldwin decides to put it down and get what he can. He's only gained 9 net yards rushing this year, but he's got 190 rushing and then 181 he's lost in sacks. So, you know, the guy is a threat back there to scramble.
On second and short, the handoff right up the middle. And Bivens is across the first down marker. It is a first down for Ball State as he takes it down to the 26-yard line. So Ball State moves the chains.
Lankos on the tackle. He leads the MAC with 121 tackles on the year, and he was an all-academic player last year. And this is a guy they like to move around. They'll put him on the corner and let him rush the passer. They like to put him in a situation where he can make plays, and in fact, they've got him out there on the right side right now.
First and 10 for Ball State. And on the running play, this is Bivens again. Bivens breaking tackles inside the 10, the 5, touchdown, Ball State. Bivens with a terrific run, a 26-yard touchdown run to the end zone.
Boy, Bivens show you what he could do there. He just refused to go down. He got kind of caught in the wash a little bit early in that play, but he just kept churning, kept going, and then with a nice stiff arm move about the 10-yard line, finishes it off and gets Ball State on the scoreboard.
Bivens with his third rushing touchdown of the year. Let's take another look from our end zone angle.
It's a counter OT. They're pulling both the tackle and the guard from that backside. Excellent block by Eric Lowe's right there to catch that linebacker trying to come across. There's a stiff arm, puts him right in the end zone.
The point after is good, so at the 5:01 mark of the first period, Ball State takes their first lead of the ball game. They lead Eastern Michigan 7-3. Justin Bivens with an impressive 26-yard touchdown run puts the Cardinals of Bill Lynch into the lead. We'll be back in just a moment with more.
Tuesday night, it's Election Night on Sports Channel. At 6, the campaign continues with the Gary Barnett Show. Then at 6:30, Sears Schoolyard Jam says hail to the chief. Next at 7, it's Bulls Game Time, where you'll find out why these Bulls weren't allowed to vote. Then at 7:30, the Bulls look to show some American diplomacy by introducing Big Country to world champion basketball. Tuesday night on Sports Channel, what fans want.
Welcome to the new age of consumer knowledge. Welcome to PIN, the Product Information Network. We have programs for health and beauty, education and business, leisure, travel, and more. Tune us in for the best of entertainment and consumer information. The Product Information Network. You'll be stuck on us.
Jones Intercable subscribers win prizes when they participate in our promotions. Promotions like the MTV Video Music Awards trip, sponsored by Oil Experts of Orland Park and Naperville Music. Lifetime Television's Picture Perfect sweepstakes, sponsored by William F. Meyer and Company. The TNN Race Car Giveaway, sponsored by Countryside Customs in Warrenville. Watch for more chances to win with Jones Intercable.
Michigan 7-3, 5 minutes to go in the first period, and Justin Bivens from Dalton, Illinois, with his third rushing touchdown. Looks like he could be primed for a very big game. Central Reserve Life scoring summary, short and sweet, right?
Yeah, not too bad. You like to be going 37 yards when you have to score 3 plays, and that didn't need a whole lot of time up off the clock, but Bivens, he's going to be a good one, just a redshirt freshman.
Hotel accommodations for the MAC TV and radio network provided by the Theraldson Inn and Suite, Maumee, and Toledo, featuring king and queen size beds, king suites with microwave and refrigerator, rooms for the physically challenged for HBO, CNN, ESPN. Give them a call, 1-888-230-5500 for reservations. And the kickoff, and here comes Eastern Michigan again. Not much running room on the return that time by Corey Baskin. He is met solidly at the 20-yard line. 2 big buses made the trip from Muncie to Ypsilanti for the game today. Solid play on the special teams for the Ball State Cards by Matt Rabb.
Yeah, he looked rabid running down on that one.
Yes,
boy,
he did.
That's how you like to cover a kickoff, and boy, that gets the team excited, gets the defense excited. But they're going to take the air out of them right now as we got to stop to see what's going on here. Well, yeah, they got a flag way down there.
We have a legal procedure on the kicking team. 3 kicks, 5-yard penalty.
So Rick Rasnick says, hey, kick it to us again.
Yeah, we'll send Matt Rabb down at you one more time.
Boy, it really has been a terrific season to this point for Ball State. It would have been really easy for the Cardinals, the coach Bill Lynch, to pack it in after starting the year 0-3. But with 16 seniors, this has been a group that really pulled together at the right time, and they've won some close games, they've won some big games, and they're trying to keep this thing going.
Well, the games they lost, they were pretty tight games. They opened at Kansas and got really spanked pretty good there, but Miami just edged them. Minnesota beat them by 3, and then they went on a roll, started taking care of business.
See what happened at the basket this time. He is tripped up as he reaches the 20-yard line, and he falls forward to the 25. Raphael Bell was there to make the trip up at the 20-yard line. So Eastern Michigan forces Ball State to kick the football again, and they take possession at the 26-yard line. So we'll see how the Eagles offense responds following the touchdown drive by Ball State.
You mentioned Raphael Ball. They got identical twins back there. One of them's L and one of them's O. So that's what they call those guys, just to keep track of them. I know how that is. I have a twin brother at home.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're identical. He's almost as good looking as I am.
Church is able to complete the pass, and taking it up to the 35-yard line is Douglas, and the freshman really has some good moves.
Yeah, he's come on throughout the year. That was his 8th catch of the year he had 105 yards coming in, so tack 10 more onto that, and he's caught a touchdown pass. And he's a guy, 5'5", 156 pounds. If you remember last year, Stevie Clay played for Eastern Michigan, one of the best punt returners, if not the best punt returner in the nation. And they liken him to this guy a lot.
Second down and a yard, and a handoff right up the middle. That's Savon Edwards on the carry, and I don't believe he picked it up. In fact, he was able just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd down and a yard.
Yeah, good penetration that time from the Ball State defensive front. Hiram Maddox and Damon Hummel, those 2 defensive tackles in there, do an excellent job of holding the fort down, and they did so right there. Now it's a 3rd and short, big 3rd down. Last time we saw Eastern get this 3rd and short with a little lead play to the right side.
A little full house backfield action. I don't think the ball carrier got it. Ball State, the interior line, was able to stack up the Eagles as they tried to run the football. Hummel, right in the middle of that defensive line, was able to stop them. And the Eagles of Eastern Michigan, after having 2nd down and a yard, 3rd down and a yard, failed to pick it up. So that's a good stand by the Ball State Cardinals, and the Cards, who went the distance on their last possession for a touchdown that put them into the lead. They're set to get the football once again.
Yeah, good defensive stand by those guys in the middle. Hummel shot that gap and got some ankles, and that was enough to stop him.
Guzman with the punt. Laws is set to return it. No fair catch. Hit hard. Ball is loose. That's a loose football. Scramble.
It's not going to matter. They didn't give him enough room to catch the ball, and the flag's on the ground right there. You got to give him a 2-yard radius in order to field that football, and I don't think there was even a 2-inch radius on that one. So it's going to be Ball State's ball, and it's going to be in good field position right around the 45.
Here's another look. Here's an example of what we were talking about, Ray. Laws is ready to field the football, and then suddenly, bam!
That's fun to do, but it ends up costing you. That's Phil Franklin coming down there and just a little overzealous, little bit early on his timing, and that'll cost the Eagles what would have been maybe their football on a big play. That's dangerous too, boy. Those punt returners, you got to have a different mindset to be back there.
So that's a big 15-yard penalty, and now Ball State will start 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. So for their 4th possession of the first period, they have good starting field position.
Last time they had good field position, they stuck it in just 3 plays. Most of it came on the ground. In fact, a 26-yarder from Justin Bivens.
Bivens' touchdown, the lone touchdown of the game thus far as we close in on the end of the first period. From the I formation this time for Bill Lynch of Ball State. Handoff goes to Blair, and Blair has practically no running room. Avery Brown was right there to wrap him up. Brown, very quick, filled the gap and dropped Blair. Blair's more of the power running back of this trio of tailbacks we'll see today.
He is, and he's also deceivingly good in open space. That's why they like to get him out there and put him in a slot position, throw him the football, and he'll get his carries. He's had a few on the year, 96 carries. He's their leading rusher with 443 yards and 4 touchdowns. They do like to get to work him in that offense from a lot of different angles.
Handoff goes inside. This is Blair, and Blair, with a lot more success this time, takes it across the midfield stripe into Eastern Michigan territory down to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Now, Blair's coming off an outstanding game. He had 111 yards on just 14 carries, including a career run of 70 yards last week to move into 2nd place on the all-time Cardinal rushing list.
He had some critical yardage on 3rd down situations. Also caught some passes for some good yardage against Central Michigan. You can see him just bowling over that secondary right there. Big, strong kid. He's a very talented football player. Was the MAC Freshman of the Year just a few years ago.
3rd down success. You can see it's been a struggle so far today. Baldwin this time, though, is able to complete the pass, and it is a 1st down. And for the Cardinals, Mike Pickett, the fullback, just simply slipped out of the backfield, and Baldwin hit him in stride. Made it look easy for the 1st down.
Yeah, Pickett didn't have to take it from anyone that time. That one was for him. He did a great job of executing his job on that play. The little fake, little bootleg action, get out there, catch the ball, control that possession, get the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Ball State's on the move again.
Now, Bill Lynch has done a terrific job, and Bill Lynch, frankly, has been in the papers the last couple of days, considering the situation in Indiana. Bill Mallory fired, and, of course, Bill Lynch was the quarterback coach for Bill Mallory in the 90s and has been mentioned as a possible candidate. Pass incomplete. The pass was incomplete as they tried to slip the football to Adrian Reese. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, that's just your flanker screen. They run a bunch of people up the middle to try and create a diversion, drop it outside to that flanker, and he's going to cut inside with blockers, walling it off each way, and that time, boy, Baldwin just didn't get it in there to him.
Both these coaches, Ray, really have some terrific backgrounds as far as offensive football is concerned.
Yeah, Rick Rasnick out in Utah with the West Coast offense, if you want to call it that, and always ringing up big numbers. Had great numbers last year with his quarterback, Walt Church, set all kinds of records for Eastern Michigan, and now this offense for Eastern is starting to gel again this year. As you see Baldwin take it on a little keeper around the corner for a nice first down, 5-yard gain.
Yeah, Brown was able to make the tackle for Eastern Michigan, and that's really the first option play we've seen from Ball State this afternoon. A little option by the quarterback, took it around to the short side, and that's a winner of a play on 2nd down and 10, picks up 5. It's 3rd down and 5 now. The ball resting at the 29-yard line of the Eagles of Eastern Michigan, and Baldwin will operate from the shotgun. Short drop. Here comes the pressure, and Brown has his man. And so Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the 1st quarter and essentially takes the Cardinals out of field goal range. That's a big play for the Eagles.
Yeah, it was. He did a little do-si-do on the end of that one. He's wrestling with Baldwin, who doesn't go down, but Brown just gets great penetration, gets the big rush, and now he has 22 tackles for loss. Again, that's tops in the Mid-American Football Conference, and also that was Avery Brown's 11th sack of this season.
He's really starting to pile them up. Avery Brown from Dearborn Heights, Michigan. So Maynard really won't get a chance to pad his gaudy punting stats here as the line of scrimmage is the 39-yard line. But look at that. What a terrific job he did, knocking it out. Kaufman cornering the football out at the 8-yard line. Maynard really does it all.
Oh, he does a great job inside that 20-yard line this year. He's got 29 punts, make it 30 now, inside the 20-yard line. That's his 10th punt inside the 10-yard line this year. So, this guy he's not only that is he an excellent punter, he's an incredible athlete. He runs a 4.5 and 40. They've timed him there. So this kid can do it all, and again, a great punter. He'll be a high draft choice in the NFL next year. Though you hate to kind of waste him on punters, this is a guy I don't think it'd be a waste.
Scott on the carry, and he takes it up near the 10-yard line. Forward progress for a 2-yard gain. I want to get into that a little bit about punters and where they need to be drafted as far as the National Football League, but we'll have to do that in the 2nd quarter because we've come to the end of the 1st period of play at Rynearson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. It's the Mid-American Conference College Football Game of the Week, and after the 1st period, Ball State leads Eastern 7-3.